Next time you hear a bunch of bees around your area, don't make the same mistake as 90% of beginner players do, which is destroying it for the honey. Although destroying it will indeed grant you a bunch of honey depending on the size of that beehive, of course, the downside of it all is once you destroy a beehive, there is no coming back. Your best chance is to invest that beehive into an everlasting supply of honey in the future. So what do I mean by that? For one, you need to craft a skep, which requires cattails and clay. I suggest making quite a bit of those. After that, you must collect flowers. The more the merrier, you can ask your girlfriend. Once you locate a wild beehive, just make sure you have an easy access to them, but don't touch them or do anything with an actual beehive. Instead, place your skep right next to the beehive along with a bunch of flowers underneath it. In order for this to work, I believe you need at least 8 to 7 flowers at least. Once again, try to aim for more flowers. You can use any type of flower. My personal favorite is horsetail, but you can obviously use your personal preference for this. Horsetails are everywhere in the forest and it's easier to find them in bulk. That's mainly why I love using them. After that, all you have to do is aim at your beehive and it will give you a certain percentage, which is something you gotta keep your eyes out on. It roughly takes about a day until they transfer over. After that, you can simply come up to them, pick them up, and place them anywhere around your village with a bunch of flowers and preferably a fence as well. That way no rodents eat your honey. Just a disclaimer, when you pick up your skep full of bees, make sure you have one of your backpack slots empty in order to pick them up. All you have to do is by simply holding a control button and right clicking it. To harvest the honey from your newly made beehive, simply come up to one of your skeps, hopefully you have more than one at this point, and pay attention to the center of it. If it's bright orange, then it is ready to be harvested. If it remains grayed out, then it needs more time to collect. If you are not sure about the colors from the distance, then simply come up to it and aim it at your skep, and it will tell you in text form whether it's ready or not. Occasionally, as you collect your honey, you will get attacked by bees, and that is why you place the dummy in one of your fields. Whenever they get aggressive towards you, just simply walk in front or even behind your dummy and they will switch from attacking you to attacking your dummy. And it does work 100% of the time. But if you don't like the aesthetics of it, which I'm not sure why wouldn't you, because it kind of looks spooky and kind of cool, you can also just simply hold your torch in the air and that will do the trick as well. Bees don't like flames. These creepy dudes are known as bowhorns. They are new hostile creatures in Vintage Story, and here are some cool facts about them. One, they do indeed stab you in close proximity, and they do have a cooldown system which lasts between half a second to 1.5 seconds. If bowhorns' health gets below 30%, they do tend to sort of run away from the player for 10 seconds, which gives you just enough time to catch up to them and finish them, or otherwise they will still sneak behind you and try to strike you that way. If bowhorns will sense a player within 30 blocks, they will activate a turret attack, which is rather annoying to deal with. Its maximum shooting range is 29 blocks and minimum range is 14. If you get closer than 14 blocks, the loaded arrow will be aborted towards you, which does do more damage, just keep that in mind. Basically, your best chance to eliminate them is close proximity. Definitely try to avoid bow and arrow method, because chances are they will win you in that battle, and simply because their accuracy is just godly amazing. Let's talk about probably one of the most frequently brought up things about Vintage Story, which is the console release. Here's my personal opinion. In short, for one, the game is still in early access and has a lot more to deliver. People working behind this game are extremely ambitious, and ambitious people can be very dangerous at times. What do I mean by that? When someone works on the game and they have a steady flow of income coming in, and they look at their game from a hobby standpoint, you essentially have no one breathing down your neck and expect any sort of deadline or a due date out of you. You are basically cruising along at your own pace, so to speak, and that could make a lot of impatient people very impatient. I strongly think releasing this game on console will force Vintage Story to essentially have the entire inventory system redone. Obviously, porting this game over to the console world means the game has to be controller compatible, obviously, right? But here's where I stand with this. The inventory system alone is what makes this game so freaking special. One of a kind, if anything. Obviously amongst tons of other things, but let's focus on inventory systems since it's a more relevant topic here. What makes Vintage Story so special is the fact that I can run in a straight line while crafting a tool or simply organizing my inventory at the same time with little to no time being wasted. Controller will make the system feel more tedious, for one, and for two, it would be close to impossible unless once again the whole system is being rebuilt. You will not be able to run using a controller while doing all these things that I can do on my keyboard. It's as simple as that. Thirdly, I can open as many chests as I want in the room that I'm standing at. As long as they are close to one another, I can navigate between multiple chests and organize my inventory with little to no time being wasted. And that would be a whole lot more time consuming with the controller, and that would simply defeat the whole purpose of the system, which is convenience.